Let me guess. You slept for 8 hours, maybe even 9, but you woke up feeling drained. You have a to-do list, you have ambitions, you have things you want to do. But when the moment comes, there's a fog in your head, a strange, heavy exhaustion that doesn't make sense. So you tell yourself the story. I'm lazy, I've lost my motivation, I'm just not disciplined enough. You're wrong. What if I told you that your exhaustion has almost nothing to do with your character? That it's not a moral failing, it's a chemical reaction, a design flaw being exploited. You're not lazy. Your brain has been hijacked. And in the next 6 minutes, I'm not just going to prove it to you, I'm going to give you the keys to take it back. We've been taught to think of our energy like a phone battery. When it's low, you just need to charge it. Sleep, we're told, is the charger. And for your body, that's mostly true. But your mind, your focus, your drive, your willpower, that's not the battery, that's the processor. You can have a full battery, but if 50 apps are running in the background, constantly using processing power, the phone will be slow, laggy, and hot to the touch. It will feel broken. What if I told you the chemical your brain uses to ensure your survival is now being used as a weapon against you by your phone? Let me show you how this civil war inside your head works. The chemical is called dopamine. We're told it's the motivation molecule. The problem is we've broken the system that delivers it. Imagine your normal, everyday level of satisfaction and motivation is a flat, horizontal line. This is your baseline. When you do something that requires effort, like exercising or completing a difficult task, your brain releases dopamine. It's a gentle, rolling wave that rises above the baseline and then settles back down. You feel good, and you've taught your brain that effort leads to a satisfying reward. But now, look at what happens when you scroll. You get an instant, powerful, but incredibly short spike of dopamine, a cheap hit. The problem isn't the spike, it's the crash that follows. Your brain, in an attempt to balance itself, plunges your dopamine levels far below your baseline into a deep trough. Think about it. The last time you posted a photo online, that tiny jolt of excitement from a like, that's the spike. But remember that hollow, restless feeling an hour later when the new likes stopped coming in? That's the trough. You felt this 1,000 times. Now you know why. And the easiest way to get out of that miserable trough is another scroll, another video, another hit. You're living on a roller coaster of extreme highs and crushing lows, and you start to forget what that stable, happy baseline even felt like. So when you find yourself scrolling for another 10 minutes instead of getting up to drink a glass of water, that's not you being lazy. That's your brain making a choice. It was offered a guaranteed, powerful drug hit versus nothing, and it made the logical choice. Your brain is choosing the drug. Let that sink in. But the good news? You can reset the system. You can teach your brain to find joy in normal life again. And it doesn't require iron willpower. It requires a simple protocol of strategic deprivation. Here is that protocol. 3 practical steps to begin your reset. Step 1, the digital sunset. For at least 1 hour before you plan to sleep, there are no screens, none. No phone, no laptop, no TV. Your brain needs this time to close the apps from the day. Read a physical book, tidy up your room, talk to a partner. The goal is 0 novel information input. This single habit will dramatically improve your sleep quality. Step 2, the art of productive boredom. You must start practicing being bored. Boredom is not a void, it's a canvas. The next time you have a spare 3 minutes, in an elevator, in a line, do not reach for your phone. Fight the urge. Instead, just exist. Look out the window. Let your mind wander. This is the gym for your creativity and focus. It's uncomfortable at first, but it's where your brain starts generating its own thoughts again, instead of just consuming others. Step 3, the willpower breakfast. Do not look at your phone for at least the first 30 minutes of your day. Your first dopamine hit of the morning should be one you earn. Make your bed. Do 10 push-ups. Take a cold shower for 30 seconds. Do something that requires a small amount of effort. This sets the entire trajectory for your day. It tells your brain, today we earn our satisfaction. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are simply a human with an ancient brain living in an overwhelmingly modern world, a world that profits from your attention and your exhaustion. Taking back control isn't about a massive life overhaul. It's about these small, deliberate decisions. It's about understanding the game and choosing to play by your own rules. If this deeper dive into the mechanics of your own mind was valuable to you and you want more content that respects your intelligence and your time, subscribe to the channel, because understanding how you work is the first step to making you work better.